What's up YouTube, Sploosh here, and I'm bringing you another video. This is a demolition game on Drive-In, and I was thinking of making this into kind of a tutorial video, but then I realized that I've been putting off the topic for way too long, and that's the perk called Ghost. In this video I utilize Ghost very effectively, and I do sort of an offensive rusher style. It's not really fair in some ways to use Demolition because Demolition's very linear and predictable, and I've learned to I've sort of evolved when I play Demolition, and it all comes from the concept of Ghost, so that's why I'm bringing it up. It's kind of really two topics at the same time. It's sort of how to use Ghost in Demolition, how to use Ghost in general, how to be a rusher, and how to just be unpredictable. I cut this game short because it honestly was just long. What you see me doing here is what I've been doing the whole time. I don't know how many minutes you've missed. Probably like 5 or 6 minutes. So even here, see what I'm doing? Their spawn is to my right there, and they're just flying right by me because I have Ghost. And this is kind of annoying for people because you can camp in some obscure corner. But honestly, these players should have just checked the corner. I didn't realize. I think I got double teamed there. But those guys checked the corner and I died. And I'm not even using a silencer. My intention is never to be somebody sitting in the corner and never moving. Kill cam has pretty much eliminated that and made it an inefficient concept. So generally, the only reason I didn't run away, and honestly, I really have no excuse. I should have just, after I got like 2 kills, just sprinted out of there. I got kind of tunnel vision on that last guy climbing, and I switched to the revolver, which was even stupider, and I should have just ran out of there, right around that corner. But anyway, whatever, that's my mistake, and that's how you play these games. You make a mistake, you learn from it, you try to grasp your mistakes. It gets a little comical here. I do not want to shoot this guy because I don't want to give my position away. I know there's other enemies around. See, like that guy, he could have killed me if I shot that other dude. And so you think, why don't you use a silencer with Ghost? Well, the reason I use Ghost is not to be Mr. Silent. If you use a silencer, it nerfs your damage. You will not win firefights based on having a silencer. It's the equivalent of adding maybe a negative bar to your connection. So if you're a 4-bar player, you kind of become a 3-bar, and it's a little fuzzy of a concept, but it's true. A silencer will make you lose a gunfight. If 2 people look at each other, you can lose because you have a silencer. And my intention is never to stand still and sit in the corner. Basically, you shoot someone and then you move. You shoot someone and then you move. If I stood still, then the kill cam will get me killed eventually. So between the concept of the negative bar and the concept of kill cam, a silencer is not that great. The only time a silencer is really amazing, in my opinion, is when you're behind enemy lines like I am, and I kill one dude while his friend is like right near him, and that friend might turn around and kill me. That's when a silencer really cashes in. But that happens so rarely. I'd rather have the extended mag and kill hordes of people because more often I'm going to be in their spawn and I want to kill. My goal is to be able to kill 4 people. It maybe seems ambitious. I did a video a long time ago for the PC where I talked about how I want to kill 3 people with a gun, or I don't like it. I will not use it. If you can do over 3, then you might be even getting into the world of overpowered, in my opinion. Overpowered is a loose term. You notice that's my second grenade death. Let's roll into what I really want to talk about, okay? I want to talk about the first perk. I mean all of them. And so, if I'm not using Ghost, I'm using Flak Jacket. For me, I've played this game enough to realize that there's only 2 perks on the first. There is Flak Jacket and Ghost. I'll use Flak Jacket. I used to use Flak Jacket on Demolition based on the idea that I'd consider myself sort of a wall, and I'd push forward, killing, and then eventually defend a point or get to the point I want to blow up. And I still do that a little bit, but you notice here, by the way, I have 5 deaths. I'm not going to get any more, just a spoiler alert. When you're pushing up, people are throwing grenades at you, they're flashbanging you, and I'll use the gas mask and the Flak Jacket. It's very popular. Excal's been using it. Everyone's using it now. And that's great, man. Don't get me wrong. In this game, though, in Demolition, I play with my friends, and they kind of take that spot as the guy who plants or the guy who defends the point on the point and takes out all those grenades. But I want to play the role as kind of the flanker. So when you're using Ghost, the primary purpose of Ghost, in my opinion, is you take routes. You take in a flanking route. So the goal of Ghost is not... It's to flank and not let the enemy know you're flanking. They should predict it. A good first-person shooter, a person that plays these games should know that they're going to be flanked at certain times. It should be a natural instinct. But I don't want the game to just tell people I'm flanking you. You know, that's the whole idea. You know, if you're going to play a rush class, if I'm going to spend a few minutes or half a minute just of that energy going around the long way, I don't want it all to be wasted with a head-to-head one-on-one gunfight. And so basically, Ghost is natural to flanking class. I feel like if you're not using Ghost or Flak Jacket, you're kind of a tryhard. I think a lot of people think of it the opposite, but I think there's some confusion. I think if you're using Scavenger, to me that makes you kind of a tryhard. You see people like Wings of Redemption use Scavenger a lot. I honestly believe he uses Scavenger because he wants to show people he doesn't need Ghost and he doesn't need Flak Jacket. Well, good luck with that, buddy. You know what? You're playing in groups, and if you... I've been a subscriber of Wings Redemption, so no disrespect, but he started playing alone, and you'll notice he talks about Ghost a lot more, and he says, I needed Ghost, or I started without Ghost, but I switched to Ghost. So if you're like me, I play alone a lot, or with friends who aren't professional, and it's not a party that is going to win, it's just me and another guy. Sorry, I need Ghost. And I find it ironic, by the way, that the Scavenger is called Scavenger, but I get around with Scavenger without Scavenger because I just pick up guns. Hey, check out my montage. I'm picking up guns like a madman. And if you're using lightweight, you're just to show off for another tryhard. You know the reason that lightweight is used in MLG is because the other ones are not allowed. I mean, there's no point of Ghost because there's no kill streaks, and Flak Jacket's banned. So guess what? You should be using Flak Jacket or Ghost. You should not be using lightweight for really any reason. Hardline also is a bit of a tryhard kit. I find the only people who ever succeed with lightweight are in a party or just stomping absolute idiots. And that's I could have chose other words there. So I think yeah, I've used hardline. I've done okay with it. It's kind of cool to get my kill streaks a lot. But I feel like the whole point of this game is to not die. It's not about living. It's about not dying. So you should try, if you're a good player, you're going to get, let's say, 4 or 5 deaths, but you may get 50 kills. So, should I use hardline and get a few extra kills, or should I, use those Ghost and Flak Jacket and get a few less deaths? In this game, I would have died 2 or at least 2 less times. So 3, I would have only died 3 times because of it, but, then I may have died because I didn't have Ghost, but whatever, different positions. So, I hope you're taking something from this. Don't be that guy who whines about something being overpowered. And, I just thank you all for listening. I'll probably talk about this in different parts because I have talked about it in my map tutorial video for Silo. It's just, for me, you can't play Silo without Ghost and really succeed. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.